Now another type of vector multiplication is the vector product or the cross product. Now in the vector product we have two vectors again acting at a point, say vector A and B. We have two vectors again, A vector and B vector. They're acting at a point and say the angle between them is theta. Then the vector product of the two vectors A and B can be defined as A cross B. This is equal to A B sine theta, and with a unit vector n cap. So this is the vector product of two vectors, or what we call it the cross product. So this here is not the multiplication sign. We read this as cross. So A cross B, this is equal to AB sine theta n cap. Now this AB, this is the magnitude of the vectors A and B, and theta is the angle between the vectors A vector and B vector. And this n cap, this is a unit vector in a direction which is perpendicular to the plane containing this two vector A and B. And the direction can be found out by using this simple rule. You take the right hand and stretch your right hand in this way, and put all the fingers, you stretch all the fingers in this way, and you put all the fingers in the direction of the first vector, which is the A vector. So here we have A cross B. So this is the first, this is the second vector. So you put it in the direction of the first vector, which is A vector. And then as you write this one A cross B, what you do is you close it towards B. So this will be A cross B. And as you close this, as you close the finger, you extend your thumb. Okay, so in this case we have A, then as you close it, you extend your thumb, and this thumb, it points towards the direction of your end cap. And in this case, the direction is towards the plane of this A and B. So here we have A cross B. So the direction is downwards in this case. Now if we have a vector, say if we take the cross product of a vector in this manner, B cross A, then again this in magnitude will be equal to AB sine theta, but the direction will be different. Now in this case the direction is downwards. Now in this case you can see again you take your right hand and extend all your fingers, and you point all the fingers towards the first vector. In this case the first vector is B, so you extend it in this direction. Then as you read this B cross A, what you do is you close it towards the second vector. So B cross A, and as you close it, you extend your thumb. So here we have B cross A. So this thumb will give direction of this cross product B cross A. So here B cross A, so the direction is upwards. In this case the direction is downwards. In this case the direction is upwards. So here a unit vector which will represent this the direction of this B cross A will be minus n cap. Minus n cap because it is opposite to this n cap. N cap is downwards, and this minus n caps will be upward. So here B cross A, if you keep this minus, you can bring this minus this side. So here B cross A is equal to minus AB sine theta n cap, which is this one. So this AB sine theta n cap is A cross B. Hence your B cross A, this is equal to minus A cross B. So y minus because it is opposite to this A cross B. So the vector B cross A is opposite to this vector A cross B. Okay, A cross B downwards, B cross A upwards. That's why we have the minus sign here. And we call it the vector product because the cross product of these two vectors will result in another vector which has a magnitude of AB sin theta and a direction of n cap. Now let us take the cross product of unit vectors I, j and k. First let us consider the unit vector I cap and j cap. Now the angle between the I cap and j cap is 90 degree. And the cross product I cross j, this is defined as I, j, sine of theta, the angle between I and j. And in this case the angle is 90 degree. And this I and j, the magnitude is equal to 1. So here we have 1 to 1, which is equal to 1. So this is just 1. And sine of 90 is also equal to 1. So this is also equal to 1. Now this is just the magnitude. We'll also have to find the direction of I cross j. Since I cross j is will result in the vector quantity, the magnitude will be equal to 1. But the direction again will have to use the right hand vector product rule. So here we have the right hand. First vector is I, second vector is j. So here we have I, then cross j, and I extend this one. This will be in the direction towards the camera, or which is upwards in this case. And this direction is along the z-axis. So I cannot draw a z-axis in this direction. So I'll just express k cap to be the unit vector along the z-axis. So here we have I cross j will result in this k cap. Okay, now this k cap is in this direction. Okay, I'm just drawing it in this direction. So here we have the direction to be k cap. Hence I cross j, this will be equal to k cap. Similarly with I cross k also. Now I cross k, this again will have to take your first vector in this direction, then k cap will be in this direction. So you have here we have I, then the k cap, and this will result in the vector which is in this direction. Okay, so for simplicity, let's just take the ij, then the jk. Okay, jk, j cross k. Now the magnitude will always be equal to 1. We just need to find the direction. So j cross k, let us see j. J is in this direction and your k cap is in this direction. Remember, your k is in this direction, isn't it? So here j, k is in this direction, upward direction. So here we have j cross k, and this will result in a direction which is along the x-axis, which is your I cap. So here j cross k, this will give you I cap. So again j cross k, we extend this will be towards I cap. Hence j cross k is equal to I cap. Then let us take this k and I. I'll write down here k cross I. Now again the magnitude is equal to 1, we just need to find the direction. So here your k, remember k is in this direction. So k, then I is in this direction. Okay, so your k is in this direction, cross I. So k cross I, this will give you the j vector. So k cross I will give you this j cap. Hence we have I cross j is equal to k cap, j cross k is equal to I cap, k cross I is equal to j cap. Now to remember this simple cross product of the unit vectors, you simply need to remember this diagram. I, j, k. So if you take a cross product from I to j, I cross j, this will give you k cap. If you take j cross k, this will give you I cap. And if you take k cross k, this will give k cross I, this will give you j cap. So this is how you remember these formula. Ij, just remember this diagram, ij k, j k will be equal to I, k cross I will be equal to j. And if you take it in the opposite direction, say in the clockwise direction, if you take it in this direction, j cross I, this will give you minus k. Instead of k, this will give you minus k. So here your j cross I, this will be equal to minus k cap. And if you take I cross k, this will give you minus j. So I cross k, this will give you minus j. I cross k, this will be equal to minus j. And k cross j, this will give you minus I. So your k cross j, this will be equal to minus I cap. Okay, so these are the negative vectors, and in this direction you'll get the positive. Okay, and if you go in the opposite direction, you'll get the negative vector. Just like what I've explained during the definition of vectors, a cross b is equal to minus b cross a, or b cross a is equal to minus a cross b. So here also I cross j, okay, this will be equal to minus of this j cross I. So here, since this I cross j is equal to k, if you take j cross I, you will get minus k. And here j cross k is equal to I, then if you take k cross j, you will get minus this I. And here we have k cross I is equal to j, so if you take I cross k, you will get minus j. So you remember these formulas, which are the cross product of the unit vectors I, j and k. Now what happens if we take the cross product of I and I cross I, and this will give you I sine. Now I and I, the angle between them is 0 degrees, so you'll get sine of 0, and sine of 0 is equal to 0, hence this will be equal to 0. So I cross I will give you 0. Similarly with j cross j also, j cross j also will give you 0, and even the k cross k, this will give you 0.